want to start at the dealer and work our way around. So we're not going to stay here too long, but I did customize the dealership a bit. You only started off with this building, this fuel tank. I fenced it in, added a ramp back here, and put this building. This is really the only building that you can place in the game right now that kind of looks somewhat like a business building. You know, I kind of forgot to show this here. We got a Mac Anthem with a custom dolly extension to holobrand. Pretty cool there. We got the Volvo and a Challenger. That's stuff we had, on the map when we were making it, but we don't need it no more. But instead of selling it, we're gonna leave it at the dealership. So that way it looks like they got some used equipment, We got a weight here, got a, snow plow, which I got this salt sprayer back here. This is just like equipment that the town is gonna need to kind of like, maintain the roads and everything. So we got a mulcher there. Well, not a mulcher, it's a batwing. I accidentally said mulcher, I guess what it's under. We got a cultivator type tool there. We got a plow. We got this spader here, which is how we made the roads. John Deere 7R, pretty much log spec'd out with a mulcher on the back. That's what we used to cut any trees down on the map, when we were creating fields or making farms, whatnot. Stuff like that. And we got a Puma here with this tool. Around, I'll show the Mac up in person. Yeah, so this is just for hauling. Coming here, this is just a dealership truck. Anytime we buy anything, we can haul it to our farms. If you're curious about this extra like dolly type extension here, it's on the mod hub. It's a Randon dolly, so kind of makes it a little more realistic. Because in America we have front extra. I don't know if they're called dollies or not, the style that I'm thinking, but it adds, extra axles and whatnot for when you're having a super heavy load. We'll kind of just pop over here and show the ramp. That's just if we're loading the equipment up on the trailer. Yeah, we did fence it in, added a gate, added some trees. We got the weigh station on the way out, because the way they do it here in America, at least, you weigh yourself in, you weigh yourself out after you've unloaded your grain. They subtract the difference, and you get paid for that amount of grain. We got fill points there, just liquid fertilizer, solid fertilizer, and lime. And then we'll loop back over here. We had to use the same building as the dealership, but like I said, this is the only building that kind of looks like a business, because come over to these glass doors, it's got like offices and whatnot inside. So we'll probably sort as well. I think we'll have the co-op, with some of their own equipment to be realistic, as if they can contract some stuff out. But we'll loop back up down this road, because I'll show you guys the production chain over here that I had to add. All these roads are actually placeable roads that are on the map to begin with. This is a mod that the map maker created a few days after, so you're able to actually have AI worker splines and everything going to all your stuff. This is a carpentry and sawmill. Nothing too for a log cabin we're building. We needed these other two, for the materials that they produce. So yeah, I can kind of just fly over. You see how the road loops around. This is town. This is how I built it. Yeah, obviously the dealer started off here and just built off of that and filled in the whole area. We have the co-op here, and then we have the dealership here, and we have the other two sawmill type deals here. So yeah, that's what this looks like. You guys can have an overhead view of what that all entails. And now we'll head up to where the sawmill would be on the map in general, from the start. Got walls, and then carpentry does the furniture. So we needed them for the constructible. Cornfield here on the left. Nothing too crazy. I'll show the fields here at the end. We're gonna kind of just show all the farms and everything and equipment first. There's another look at how that, co-op looks. So we'll head up here, and I'm not gonna worry about showing that because that's on the map to begin with. That's the farmer's market. All I did is added some trees in that area and added some extra fence just to, kind of give it the finished look. That's all we really did there. Sorghum field here on the right. Um, Coming to our left here, we got a truck stop type deal. It's kind of just got an awning fuel tanks. This is really all we can do for now until some actual fuel pumps come out. It's got a weigh station to kind of mock, like a cat weigh station as a truck stop would have. Here's a sawmill, kind of just place a shed, fence it in. Have the We built this. This is the stone crusher, which we actually need that because if we go up here, this is gonna be the concrete cement factory. So that's why we need that other factory to haul rock up here, dump it into there. So yeah, and it's making bags. I gotta haul them out of here actually. Smallest field on the map for sure. Um, Park my truck over here and I'll give you guys a quick flyover of this area. So like I said, this was here. Kind of just added some trees in this fence to continue it, finish it off. Up here, truck stop got built and fenced it in. Kind of got the production chains rolling up here. And then this is just one of the fields here, as you guys can see, in another field here. We left this tree island here. Thought it looked pretty cool. So now we'll go ahead and show off the first farm. If you're wondering why we did so many, well, we didn't do so many. It's only two. But we added our own gas stations because when the map first came out, it wasn't a fuel stop until it got bad. But we got a cornfield here on the left, and now we're on dirt road here, so we're probably gonna wind up leaving this instead of graveling it and whatnot because it's actually kind of cool. Your equipment actually gets dirty and like whatnot when it rains. So I think it's pretty cool. So we'll drive up here and show off the first farm. We will show off. I'll do a quick flyover at the end so you guys are able to see how the fields are shaped and whatnot. Got a weigh station coming in. To the left here, we got silos. We got 2 meridians. That's kind of what we did for it to be, bigger silo. Some equipment along here. Got a skid steer shed. And if you loop around this back road, it kind of gives you access to there's a door, back door to that building. Fill points here, fertilizer, seed, and lime. Kind of got them labeled out. We got the skid steer shed. I guess I can show off the equipment real quick. Looks like there's a Volvo semi in here and a Kubota skid steer. Got an 8RX with a Junior grain cart. I'm just gonna kind of fly through here. This is not my farm. 2 S790s, Bendar equipment. 9RX, 8R, 7R, with loader arms, 2 Porsche planters, and spreader. But I did build everything on this map. I built all the farms. I built the road. And the road kind of had help me, but I built all the farms and everything. So here's the house. This is the reason we need the other 2 production chains, because they need prefab wall and whatnot. This should almost be done. You guys can see the house. This thing is like in its final stages of building. We have a mobile home trailer here. This is like the temporary living situation until that gets built. And then once this is 100%, this will get deleted and I'll kind of fix the grass, put trees back here, kind of act like that was over there. International CV and a John Deere Gator in this garage. Nothing too crazy, but we'll show off here. So this is what this looks like up here. That log cabin should be done any day now. Um, here's a farm. Pretty nice. I'll show off the fields here. We'll kind of show them how we go, I guess, section by section. If you're wondering what this is, it's just some hail damage when it rains on the map. Um, Urban, there's only a few more things I want to do on there before I leave the map for good. I've already got over 200 hours on there, which is more than I've ever put on a base game map, so plenty satisfied with that. We got this little gas station here that I built. Pretty cool. It's just a little gas station you can actually get fuel from it, fill up. Pretty simple there. Nothing too crazy, but it's pretty cool. Gives the map some character. Um, we'll head down this easement. This is just the access road to get to this backfield. This doesn't lead to nothing, you know. It just leads to this field. That's all it leads to. Um, I guess I'll show these, like I said. So we got this big soybean field here, and we got this field here, and we got this field that has corn in it on the other side. And now we'll head to the cattle farm and show all the equipment there. And then we'll loop back up to my farm and kind of just show off everything. But yeah, the whole map is filled in. We got everything done. Finally got the map how I wanted it. Um, Definitely took some time. I got on here, it's probably up to 94 now. So this map almost has 100 hours, and we're just now finally getting into the part where we can actually just farm and always building something. So this is why it's a perfect time to show you guys farm, because it's actually done now. I just finished up co-op and on everything yesterday, and then just bought cattle last night because I was waiting to buy the cattle until I got that hay field cut. So this is my favorite spot on the farm, no doubt. This is the best cattle farm I've probably built in history of farm sim, which I don't even know how, being base game, this is wild being able to pull off something this nice. But I built a pond here, got it all fenced in. We used red metal fence to kind of give that real American cattle feedlot feel. So here's the 4 pins. Got Angus cattle in them. We're just going to feed them out. 2 silage bunkers, slurry pit, old red barn. Um, Trees kind of, blocking in the whole area. We got 2 bale storages, but as you can see, well, this one's not going to really be used for bale storage. Got cattle in there. Silage bunker, we don't have anything in them yet because we'll wait until September, which is only a month in game. Cut that field right there. Show coming in here, got an International Eagle cab over, hooked up to a Silver Star Wilson. We got a water trailer back here. Cattle actually need water. Here's the little door that opens up. We got some pallets and stuff, materials in here that we're gonna need for the farm. We got bale wrap, mineral feed, and silage additive. So we'll loop around. I do really like this red barn. I feel like it gives, it kind of ties the whole cattle farm together. Um, on pretty cool. We got this windmill here, which also doubles as a water well. So this is how we're getting water for the cattle out with that trailer. But we'll show all opening in here. We got a John Deere 6R 185, a John Deere baler with a silage wrapper and a Vermeer self-propelled baler. Grass field is, and we're doing half the field hay and half the field silage. So just on that. But Here's a grass field. I have it cut in half. Well, I don't have it cut in half, but when we do it, this half is for silage and this half is for hay. So that's why we got the two different balers there. We got two swathers, macked on. Got a pottinger windrower and a pottinger tedder. That's all you can really use for now, you know. Got a pressure washer right there. And in here we got a Kubota M8. This is gonna be like another main tractor. This thing does quite a lot. Got a Kubota skid steer. Got this Farmstead TMR wagon. The John Deere normally hooks up to this and goes out and feed the cattle after we mix up the hay. We got two John Deere 9900 forage choppers here. We got the compactor and the blade for when we do get chaff in them bunkers. We're able to use the John Deere and go compact that. Got a Vertistad, that Mainderstad, I think it's a Vertistad, roller. And then we got the Bendar seeder, and that's just used for when we planted the grass field. So that's what that's used for. So we'll loop around here, and I'll kind of tell you guys what this is about. We have this little silo here. It's multi-fruit, but I'll show you guys that in a second. So this is our bale storage. We got silage bales and hay bales in here, quite a bit of them. Here's our two chrome loading wagons, which we're gonna hook up to the John Deere forage choppers. I don't want to use basically, you know, semi-trailer. I feel like I'd rather use these. Then we got our bale stacker here for when we go and pick up the bales. We got a fuel tank there, and lastly is the bunkers. So this is what I wanted to talk about, the idea I had. So, you know, we're gonna use the forage choppers, go cut some chaff, and we're gonna fill these bunkers up, and then obviously you gotta compact them and tarp them until, you know, they're fully fermented. And once they're fully fermented, you should be able to logically get it out of the bunker. So that's why I have this. I'm gonna hook this up to the John Deere on the front 3-point. That's the reason it has a front 3-point. And then I think if I hook this up to the front of there and I hook up the crone, I should be able to pull it over here and, like, you know, kind of like load it back into the trailer once it's done being fermented and turns into chaff. And then I think I can dump it into that. So the whole point around that is because, you know, I didn't do the biggest bunkers here, and I feel like we'll just use them for while they're being tarped and fermented, and then, you know, we'll move them to the silo, and so that way we can keep filling the bunkers every time we have chaff. So this is a field here that we're probably going to cut just because it's smaller. I originally was going to do this one. And then here is the grass field. We do half of it is hay, half of it is silage. Like I said, we'll show off some of the fields real quick. So we got this field here. And then this is the big field. This is the biggest field on the map. We have soybeans in it right now. I have an easement road going up to that. And then this is the grass field. Grass field's a good enough size to where you don't want it any bigger, you know, when you're baling. So we'll go show off, you know, back around here after I show off my farm. So we'll go show off the farm first. Show off all the equipment there. We have some equipment parked around back because you can't really fit, you know, the branded roller into anything. And them cultivators, you know, they have a collision on them, you know, where they should be able to fit in the meridians, but they just don't. So, we'll come back and show the farm here. But that's the farm. I love the layout. You gotta admit, it looks good. But I'm gonna go show the house first, so that way we can loop back down the hill and just show off equipment. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good, this whole map. So here's my garage. I do have an Air National Scout in here, and then this truck normally goes in here as well. Got a gator back here. Kind of got this toolbox still back here, which if you're interested, it's on the mod hub, and open cover, you're actually able to put your chainsaw in there. Shut that. I kind of figured it's cool. Kind of makes the gator, I think you can go, you know, fix something out in the field. Here's my house, pretty big. Got my dog. Don't know where he's at, but I got a dog. And got a little seating area over here. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Alright, so here's the house on top of the hill. I did have to clear some trees when we first came on the map to make the driveway up here. But we got a little pond here. Has a stream running down. Kind of got a waterfall. And just is another little pond down there. I didn't make that. It's on the map. That's the reason I like building my house here. I kind of like being next to this pond and having the house up here. So, head back downhill. I'll show you guys all my equipment. And then kind of show off, you know, some of the fields. And that'll be about it. But I don't know. I definitely love my farm here, you know, my actual farm, but my cattle farm is like by far probably my favorite just on the map in general. But yeah, so we got a bulk fill here. This should be able to get like seeds and whatnot. We got two bigger Meridian. I don't know the bushel on them, and then two smaller, but got augers and everything set up for them. Which, speaking of augers, this just came out yesterday and I bought it. I have the Soaring Eagle drive over like auger belt thing. So that'll be a lot easier when I bring my semi in and actually unload grain. So I'll have to flip this out, bring that Eagle auger over here, and it should work. Little lawnmower here, water trailer, but I don't use this one for water. I have liquid fertilizer in it. This is what I use to fill up the sprayer and whatnot when it's out in the field. Thunder Creek and Bachman. This is the only trailer that I can actually figure out what's up to that thing. New Holland skid steer with forks and bucket. Pretty cool. That's all that's in there. Go show up both of these. Got a John Deere 649RX, got a John Deere 590R, and then we got John Deere S790 by JHG Modding, and we got two folding 16-row corn folding heads. Love that combine. Glad it's back. One of my favorite combines of all. Top 5 for me. We got our Mac. We got two 50-foot Macdons in here, but this is for the New Holland combine, and this is for the 790. And then we got this Amity here, which I have planned to hook that up to the 9RX, because I'm gonna try to use it as a grain cart. I've seen some people here in America use that as a grain cart, and you know I kind of want to use something different. I've been using chain on riverbend strings, so kind of want to give that a spin and see how it works. We'll loop around the front of the building because I don't think I can open that door from the outside. I think you gotta go in the man door over here. But as you guys saw back there, just have a look at fertilizer and solid fertilizer. Seed tank? Not seed tank, but just storage. Heck was wrong with this door? It takes forever. Alright. We got a 3650 over here, little John Deere. I'm thinking about putting front loader arms on it, but I haven't done that quite yet. Here's a plow. This made pretty much every field on the map. And we got a pallet rack over here. It's got some pallets, some herbicide, and some solid fertilizer. But we got our sprayer here. This is really the only option because, you know, just the way the sides, you know, how big the fields are, really don't got, you know, an option but to use that. So it's kind of the only option we really got going there. Got a Volvo V&X. I am going to be trading this in at some point because Solutions Modding is making a, well, it's a Lizard 389, but it's really Peterbilt 389. I'm going to buy two of them and probably wind up buying another pace setter. But I think this Volvo here and this conveyor will wind up going to the co-op because I got storage there and we'll kind of just role play as the, you know, the co-op comes out and fills our planters and whatnot. We got two 410s, we got an RT and an RX hooked up to two 1775 NT John Deere planters. And then we got our New Holland CR11 here. I'm actually quite excited to, you know, test this combine out. I've been using the AF11 and I really love that. And I don't normally use New Holland. I know they're the same brand, C&H Industrial, but I just always have liked Case better, and I don't normally use New Holland. I don't think I ever use really any New Holland in FS22. I use quite a bit of New Holland in 19, but I have not used New Holland in a long time. I never used it in 22. Um, so I'm kind of excited to test out their new combine. But got a Case Magnum here and a line spreader. This tractor is the tractor that made all the fields on the map, pretty much. I can't see the hours there. I got some in the way, but I think it's got about 20. You guys should be able to see that. But I had it hooked up to this plow, and it made every field on the map. So, pretty sweet. So, I got a lime storage on the other side of this building here that connects to the other door. Got a lime fill point there. We'll head back here, and I just got another, this is just another easement slash access road that just, so you're able to connect to the fields and access them. We got a field on the left here, sorghum. We're running 3 crops this first year. We're running corn, soybeans, and sorghum, and then the grass technically. But I think that'll be pretty cool. I do want to do some wheat on here at some point, so I think these sorghum fields are probably gonna go to wheat after we harvest them. I think I am able to plant wheat right now. So if we get them harvested, I should be able to directly drill wheat right into there. But this is just kind of nothing too crazy. This is just, it's just a logging site, I guess, if we ever needed any more You have this left turn here, as you guys saw, it leads to the cattle farm. Keep going straight. This is what leads to my main farm, and then I do have the back road, which gives me access to the cattle farm if I need to drive over there, and then it gives me access to all one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This might be a little hard. I think there's about 20 fields on the map total, though. I'll count them at the end. But you guys are able to just see all the shapes. Um, Here's everything up here that we built. Cement factory, sawmill. Here's the farmer's market, which is on the map to begin with, so I didn't do this. I just added more fence and trees right here. And then here's the co-op, which I really like how it turned out. Real quick, but yeah, I think it turned out phenomenal. Though every inch of this map is already complete, so this is perfect timing. I literally just built this co-op yesterday, so that's the reason I didn't want to show it till today. So just got that done, and then I also bought the cattle last night. We were waiting until we cut this grass field the first time, so that way we had. So I'll kind of show the PDA here. You guys can see the fields, so let's count them real quick. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there's 16 fields on here, quite large. Here's a gas station, farm one, my farm and my house up here, all this, mountain and tree. Here's cattle farm feedlot. Then here's everything in town. That's about it. So yeah, I think that's about it for the map tour, guys. Let me know down below how much you guys like it. I think it turned out amazing, and I can't wait to really get farming on this map. I think it turned out phenomenal. But yeah, this will be a sell point at some point. We're just waiting for the sell anything mod, and I'll place that right there. That'll be a functional sell point. I made a co-op back in 22 on my American Farmlands map on there, which is another map, that you make like this. It's completely blank, and you do it custom. So I built co-ops in the past. That's why I built that. I'll give a quick glance so you guys are able to see the way the farms are built. And that'll be it. So let me know how you guys liked it. I think it turned out, like I said, Great. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and that's gonna be it. Thank y'all.